Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit LIONS fans. Let's get to the news, so Lions fans, get ready because the buzz around the NFL right now is all about a potential blockbuster trade that could seriously shake up the NFC North. Word is out that the Detroit Lions are in the mix for none other than Danielle Hunter, the explosive pass rusher from the Houston Texans. And if this deal goes through, it might just be the kind of move that elevates Detroit's defense to a whole new level, especially at a time when the division is fiercely competitive. Now, let's set the scene. The Lions have been building a pretty solid team this season, with Jared Goff leading the offense and the secondary showing some promise. But their pass rush, which is crucial for turning games around, has been a bit inconsistent. That's where Hunter could come in, an absolute game-changer with his speed and relentless pressure. Hunter, who's just 31 years old, has been turning heads with his quickness and ability to get after the quarterback. He's a guy who can explode off the snap, creating chaos in opposing backfields, forcing turnovers, and racking up sacks that can be the difference in close games. Right now, Hunter's stats are impressive. In 2025, he's played 10 games, with 32 solo tackles, 14 assists, and an eye-popping 5 sacks. He's also accumulated 45 quarterback pressures, which speaks volumes about his consistent ability to get to the QB. His PFF grade sits at an impressive 88.4, and he's got a win rate of around 28%. Looking at his career, Hunter has amassed a total of 298 solo tackles, 128 assists, and an incredible 5 sacks. His EPA per snap is around 0.19, which means he's a constant threat on every play. With 4 Pro Bowl selections under his belt, Hunter has been a force since he entered the league in 2018, consistently providing over 150 QB hits. But what makes Hunter even more appealing for Detroit is his ability to generate pressure. His burst off the line can add over 130 extra pressures to a team's pass rush, comparable to what Myles Garrett has done for the Browns in recent years. And despite some injuries in 2025, like a twisted ankle that limited him to about 88% of snaps, he's been able to maintain a pressure rate of around 30%, among the top of his position. He's also been a disciplined player, with 0 reported concussions this season, which is a big plus given the physical toll of the position. His ability to pressure the quarterback at such a high rate makes him a perfect fit for the Lions' defensive scheme, which thrives on relentless, high-impact pass rushing. Now you might be wondering, why would the Texans be willing to trade such a talented player? Well, Houston is currently sitting at a 5-5 record, and their defense, which allows around 16. 3 points per game, is trying to find ways to improve. They're in a position where they're willing to part with some of their assets, especially to clear cap space. Hunter's contract hits the cap at around $22 million, which is significant but manageable if the right deal comes along. The Texans are also looking for draft picks, particularly for their offensive line, which has struggled at times, allowing 28 sacks this season. They've shown a willingness to shake things up, similar to what they did last year when they traded for Mack, giving their team more flexibility to focus on rebuilding. From Detroit's perspective, acquiring Hunter would be a massive boost to their defense. His addition could add around 12 sacks to their total, pushing their team total well over 50 sacks this season. More importantly, his presence would increase pressure rates by roughly 25%, making it harder for opposing quarterbacks to settle into a rhythm. That kind of disruption translates directly into fewer points allowed, projected around 18 points per game compared to their current 21.6. When you add Hunter to the mix alongside Aiden Hutchinson, who's been solid all season with an EPA of 0.18, the Lions could see their pass rush become one of the most feared in the league. Adding Hunter would also have a ripple effect on their entire defense. His ability to generate pressure would free up other players to make plays, leading to more turnovers, possibly around 15 extra forced fumbles or fumble recoveries. It would help compensate for Marcus Davenport being out with an injury, particularly his shoulder injury, which has limited him and impacted Detroit's pass rush in recent weeks. With Hunter coming in, the secondary would benefit from the extra time and space, allowing their defensive backs to play more aggressively. It also opens up more opportunities for Goff, who would have additional time to find open receivers, boosting the Lions' offensive production and giving them a better shot at controlling the clock and wearing down opponents. This move could also have big implications for the Lions' playoff push and even their Super Bowl chances this season. The odds for Detroit to win Super Bowl LX have been trending upward, moving from plus 650 to plus 450. That's a significant jump, and adding a player like Hunter could be the catalyst that pushes them over the edge. He's viewed as an X-factor in the postseason, especially against strong offensive lines like that of the Green Bay Packers, whose offensive line is ranked at plus 1,200 for disruption. Hunter's ability to create chaos in the trenches could turn the tide in Detroit's favor, especially in playoff games where every play counts. And let's not forget the overall division landscape. The NFC North is looking more competitive than ever, with the Lions aiming to solidify their dominance. A trade for Hunter would send a message to the rest of the division that Detroit is serious about contending not just for the division title, but for a deep playoff run. His presence could turn the Lions' defense into a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks, and with that kind of pressure, the team's chances of advancing to the Super Bowl become even more realistic. Of course, everything hinges on the trade being feasible within the salary cap and draft pick negotiations, but right now, the buzz is that Detroit is exploring this possibility seriously. With the Lions already boasting a strong roster, adding Hunter could be the piece that elevates them from a good team to a great one, especially in the most critical moments of the season. This move, if it happens, would be reminiscent of past trades that brought in game-changing defenders, like the Burns trade that helped boost the Giants' defense significantly. Now, as we look ahead, the trade window is opening and fans are buzzing with anticipation. Will Detroit pull the trigger? Will they secure a player who could be instrumental in their quest for the Super Bowl? The coming weeks will tell, but one thing is for sure, the Lions are not standing still. They're eyeing the opportunity to make a bold move that could define their season and set them apart from the rest of the NFC. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So Lions fans, what do you think about this potential move? Are you excited about adding Danielle Hunter to the roster? Do you believe this can be the missing piece that takes Detroit to the next level? The defense has been solid, but with a player like Hunter, it could become downright dominant. Imagine him lining up on the edge, terrorizing quarterbacks, and pushing the team even closer to a Super Bowl appearance. That's the kind of impact we're talking about, something that could redefine this franchise's future. The Lions have been building for this moment, investing in their offensive line, developing their young core, and now, with a possible upgrade on defense, they're positioning themselves as serious contenders. The division is tough, but with a pass rush that strikes fear into opponents, Detroit can control games more effectively. And if Hunter joins the fold, he'll be a key piece in that puzzle, helping the Lions not just compete, but dominate. And remember, this isn't just about this season. Building a championship-caliber defense is about setting the foundation for years to come. Hunter's experience, combined with the young talent already in Detroit, could make the Lions one of the most feared teams in the NFL for the foreseeable future. The fans are hungry, the city is buzzing, and the team is pushing all in on this quest. We're on the edge of something big, and if this trade happens, it might be the move that propels Detroit back to the top of the league. So stay tuned, Lions Nation. Keep your eyes on the news, your hopes high, and your passion burning bright. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with the potential addition of Danielle Hunter, the best might still be yet to come. We've got a long road ahead, but the possibility of this game-changing move makes every game even more thrilling. Get ready, because the Lions are aiming for nothing less than the Super Bowl, and with every new piece they add, they're getting closer. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Detroit Lions. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news.